I'm in the process of building an off-grid solar system right inside my van, and previously I installed a solar panel on the roof of the van. I've been working on a battery pack for it, and this is the battery pack I'm going to use for my solar van project. These are battery modules that came from Nissan Leaf electric car, and there are 5 of these modules here in this whole pack. The first thing we've got to do is find a way to connect all of these terminals together in series. So today we'll show you different materials you can use to connect these Nissan Leaf batteries together. My goal is to get the materials that are cheap and easy to find at any local hardware store. That way I can save both time and money doing this. So the very first thing you gotta do is to calculate how much current you're gonna run through the battery pack. In my case, I got this pack which is 5 cells together. Each cell is 8 volts, so I got 40 volt battery pack. And I'm gonna use a 1000 watt inverter. So take 1000 divided by 40, I got 25 amp. That means the maximum amount of current I'm gonna run through my battery pack is about 25 amp. And so I can use size 10 wire like this copper wire here. It's rated for 30 amp maximum. So I can connect the terminals together like this using a single strand of solid copper wire size 10. Talking about solid copper wire, this is also the first material that I can use to make the connections. So I stripped the outer skin of the solid copper wire and get a bare copper wire inside it, and then put it on the battery and bend it to shape. Then I use a soldering iron to solder the ends together, and voila, you get a 60 amp connecting cable, or bus bar if you will. So with a loop like this is size 10, it will give you 60 amp. If you need more current, you can use size 8 and that will give you 80 amps. Or you can use size 6 and that will give you 110 amp. So the second way to connect all the terminals together is to use a chain like this. And this is one of the easiest way and the cheapest way. And you can buy this chain at any local hardware store. It's about 50 cents per foot. And it contains many links. And one link will give you the connection that you need. So all you gotta do is to cut out every other link and you will end up with this. And then you put it on a vise and bend it straight, and voila, it's ready to go. 1 foot long chain can give you 5 of this. So if you do the math, it's only about 10 cents a piece. Another material I can use is to use a copper pipe. Cut it to size, flatten with a hammer, and then I drill 2 holes. This method requires a little bit of work, but it will ensure you can run high current through your battery safely. So if my number 10 connector here is rated at 60 amp, then I can estimate how much current I can run through this by comparing the weight between the 2 items. So let's say this one weighs 4.75 grams. This weighs 8.9, so this is about twice the weight as this. So that means if this can run at 60 amp, this can run at 120 amp. Another material I can find is this, and this thing I found at Lowe's, and it's called perforated hanger strap. It's for hanging stuff at the ceiling of your garage or the shelves or whatever. It's got pre-drilled holes, and the holes are about 1/4 inch size. This entire row is 30 feet long. It's quite long. There's a lot of material in here, and it only costs about $6. So what I can do is I can cut out a small section with 3 holes, and that will fit in here. But the problem is the holes doesn't match. I can line up the first hole, but the second hole is a little bit off. So what I can do is I can bend the thing a little bit. Now it will fit in here just fine. This material is not thick, But what you can do is you can make another one like this and put it in here and double it up, so you can double up the current, and you can keep adding up more and more, and you can increase the current that way. I would say this is the cheapest and the easiest way to do this because it has pre-drilled holes. So all you gotta do is to put it in here, bend it down a little bit, and you are done. Another way to do this is to use an aluminum bar. I bought it at Lowe's also. It costs me only $4, and this bar is about 3 feet long, so there's a lot of material from this bar, and it's thick too, so it's a good material for this. Similar to the aluminum bar, you can use a L bracket like this one here. It's got pre-drilled holes for making shelves and stuff, but I can cut this in half right here and drill the holes because the holes don't line up right now. So I can drill the holes and make a good decent connector. That's it for now, folks. I'm in the process of building my battery pack for my solar van, and I thought of just a few ways to connect all the terminals together, and I thought I would want to share. Next video I'm going to show you how I put all this together in my solar van and put it to good use. Until then, I'll see you next time.